air-to-air battle in my Do-17Z2 aircraft, and guess what I found? I start banking left and right to avoid any SPAS. I soon found this BT of 150 to self-propelled anti-aircraft tank, so I wanted to kill it with my aircraft, by bombs and guns that are in my aircraft. However, he ran away from the bombs. Worst of all, British Sherman was pounding me and it killed my KV-2. Back into scene. It's go time. This will work, surely. Never mind. Really, really, really? I'm done for. Now I can finally get into a second air battle. My new German attacker was looking for an opponent that is easy to fight with. However, the LA-5 intercepted me and everything changed. Later, I try to force a one-circle dogfight, while the enemy also tries to get one circle. Before I did that, I did a Cobra Man Weber in my aircraft, then force one circle. I was stalling as the Cobra Man Weber had took away a lot of speed. Then I regained control and tried to chase the enemy. The enemy was in a higher altitude than me, and I would have soon won the dogfight, and it looked like I was going to hit the enemy's wing as you can see here. I later did another Cobra Man Weber, and I stalled again. He misses some shots that he tries to aim at me. He deleted my wing, then I don't miss my shots and shoot him down. He collides with me. I lose my engine. I'm leaky, and I lost my whole tail. I took the phrase "if I'm going down, you're also going down" pretty seriously. I start getting kills by killing a T-34 variant E by detonating its ammunition. I later kill a KV tank variant 1940, and I use high explosive shells, so you would aim at the turret range. Now I'm using this German attacker, planning to attack the pair of tanks but that the enemy team is clustered into, and I obviously use bombs when doing this. I then drop my bomb into the cluster of vehicles. My bomb actually killed an enemy tank. We later found a Panzer, and my team's heavy tanks killed the Panzer IV, but I didn't have a chance to kill it. The enemy team lost all its vehicles. And we won the second game. In the third one, I wasn't that lucky as the other two rounds. He ended up getting a fire, but why didn't he actually die to my cannon? Because he was a moving target. And the teammate killed him after I shot the sidearm slightly down. My team is capturing the zone. I found a Panzer and killed it. I wasn't lucky anymore when an American Sherman and an anti-aircraft tank was attacking me. He damaged my turret engine, and my tank was on fire. And he had killed me. I used the anti-aircraft guns to annoy tanks. However, anti-aircraft tanks have no armor commonly. Now I can get into my first air battle of this game. I was going to bomb an enemy tank. However, an enemy aircraft was intercepting my German attacker. I had learned in some mistakes, so I would have been better at air battles and ground battles. First I do is drop altitude and go under the enemy, and I fired some rounds into the enemy. Next, when I'm above the enemy, I go toward him while I'm forcing a one-circle dogfight. Then I start firing some rounds into the enemy aircraft. When you have control of one circle, you can fire with better aim at the enemy. But this self-propelled anti-aircraft tank was shooting at me, and I didn't notice it. I found a KV tank and fired rounds into his left tracks. However, he quickly killed me after reacting. Worse news, the enemy was capturing our zone. It stopped capturing the zone. I found a KV heavy tank and fired a round at its turret ring. Then, I shot another round into his barrel, but did nothing. Later, someone disabled my left tracks. I was looking away from the KV tank. Then, my turret engine got damaged. My tank was on fire, and the enemy destroyed me with an armor-piercing high-explosive shell. The bad news in the start was that the enemy was capturing the zone. Luckily soon, the enemy would stop capturing the zone. I destroyed another target while I was capturing the zone. Worse news was that someone fired a round into my tank, causing it to go on fire. I had to find a spot to repair my tank to make sure I wasn't killed by an enemy tank. However, a Calliope Sherman killed me. I was soon going into an air battle.
The victory is near.
Worser news was that the enemy was capturing our zone. I fired a rocket at the Calliope Sherman, but did nothing. I fired my other rockets at his Panzer, but did nothing. Dropped my bombs in his tank cluster. I lost my wing, horizontal stabilizers, rear control, and my engine, causing me to crash land. I got a third kill in this game with the bomb. I found a Calliope Sherman and kept firing at it. I thought the rockets would be ammunition detonation, but no. Knowing I could easily get killed, he decided to fight another tank. but I started shooting at his left tracks but ignored me, and a teammate in a KV tank killed the Calliope Sherman with its high-caliber howitzer. I later found a T-34 variant first-generation BBR, but he killed me with his machine gun. I used my 76.2mm gun to shoot down this enemy aircraft. I found an enemy heavy tank, and it's an American one. I intercept this enemy bomber, firing several rounds into it. I get closer, and 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 even closer, even closer, even closer, even closer, and say no more. No mo.